All right. So if you're into physical bullion at all, you'd actually have to be living under a rock not to have heard about the billionaire who is buying a lot of silver, 900,000 eagles, if I'm correct. And, I wasn't going to weigh in on this since it seems to be getting coverage from just about every angle. But, there is a question that no one seems to be asking. Let's talk about that. Hi everyone, Silver Joker here. Okay, so there is a billionaire. You guys know there is a billionaire who is purchasing a lot of silver eagles. And they're stated, or I read somewhere that they stated that this is only the beginning. Okay, so let me ask you this before I get to the question that no one seems to be asking. Because you think about if a billionaire, somebody who is already financially secure, if you think about why we stack physical bullion, we're stacking it because we want to protect our financial future. We want to have the access to things that we want in the future, right? And so we're doing that because we're not billionaires. We're not rich. We need to have something to kind of cushion us against all the financial woes that's going to come from all this inflation that is undoubtedly going to be our future. So if a billionaire is already financially secure, pretty much there's not a whole lot of billionaire doesn't have access to financially, why would they put a huge portion of their wealth into physical bullion? That is a good question if you think about it. What do they know that we might be missing? Okay, so that leads me to the question that nobody's asking. Why would a billionaire be buying physical silver and not SLV, not investing their money in the stock market? In other words, investing in this country's financial future. Because if you think about it, by buying physical silver, they're doing the opposite of investing in this country's financial future. Nobody seems to be talking about that. Okay, so let's delve into that a little bit. So we buy physical silver to protect our wealth. And we buy physical silver to protect our wealth because we want to have something that's outside of the influences of the government. I mean, I'm just going to lay it right out there. The whole purpose of having something with intrinsic value is so that it can't be inflated away. It can't be printed into oblivion, right? Silver has value simply because we like silver and we want silver. We give it value because it is silver. So if a person, a billionaire, someone who is already financially pretty secure, is taking their money out of these fiat dollars and putting it into physical bullion, that says a whole lot about what they believe is in store for us in the future. So let that be where you put your inquiry or your interest in this, not how they're going to get those, who's going to give them, where are they going to get 900,000 American eagles, and what's that going to do to the price of eagles or the availability of eagles? All those questions are good questions, but really the question is, why are they doing it now? Well, I believe I know why, and I'm sure that you guys, if you think about it, you know why too. And let's consider something else while we're thinking about this, that they bought 900,000 American eagles with the premium. I mean, the premium didn't skip them simply because they are billionaires. They had to pay a premium for those eagles as well. And they didn't even blink about the premiums. And I'll tell you why that is. Because they're placing the value of that physical bullion over how much it's costing them to obtain it. Like I said to my good friend, Silver Hustling 13, in a comment that I just had, consider this. If ammunition suddenly went double what it costs now, you wouldn't blink. Many of you wouldn't blink, and neither would I, about purchasing it. And you know why that is? Because we place the value of that ammunition over how much it's going to cost us to obtain it. And the reason why that is because we know that that ammunition is far more important to us than those fiat dollars. And that's how you need to look at silver. Just look around you and see what's going on. People are moving. People with influence, countries, are moving away from fiat currency and into physical bullion. Now, I am no financial expert, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of kickback from this, but that may be why the dollar is doing so well and the other currencies are not, because those currencies are not wealth. They're promises, like I said before. A lot of places, if you look around, a lot of places are starting to buy physical bullion. Russia, China, India, a lot of places are really focusing their attention on physical bullion. Silver, gold, platinum. We're kind of, as far as I'm concerned, in the United States, we're a little bit behind the ball on this. I mean, individually, because we place too much value on the fiat currency. We place too much value on what we're going to get back financially from buying physical silver, and not the security that physical bullion is giving us. Now, I completely understand it. I'm totally in on what physical silver is going to do for me in the future. And it has nothing to do with the fiat dollars to get it, because I understand that one day that physical bullion is going to outperform, for me, those fiat dollars. And I'm going to tell you what, the amount of bullion that I'm putting away is going to give me access to a lot more. Okay, talked about that in the last video. We won't go back into that. So I'll just say this. When you're thinking about what's going on with this huge purchase, which it's been stated that this is only the beginning, you got to ask yourself why. Why make a $50 million purchase of physical bullion rather than put that $50 million into stocks? Now, I don't know. Maybe they did both. Who knows? But I'm going to tell you this. That is a significant number to put into physical silver if you're already a billionaire. Think about that. Anyway, short video today. Just want to touch base with you guys a little bit. I've been following that very closely, and it's just nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the fact that this billionaire feels the need to protect their wealth, all their wealth with physical silver. That is telling us something. And I believe if we listen, we'll hear it. And you don't want to be left behind. Now, I'm not pumping silver. You do what you want to do. You do whatever you think is right for you financially. But this is what I'm going to do. Anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Keep stacking. Peace.